What time is it?
Let me check. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is here. Except, like, not, like, of the day of this recording. It's like, when this video goes out, it's here, but, you know, I mean...
But before I do my review, I wanted to talk about one of the most important things any Smash game can have before the title screen. The companies that do the sound. The title and opening intros.
And yes, this is filler to my Ultimate review.
Intro cutscenes just aren't what they used to be. I remember back in the day, it feels like every game had a cool type of cinematic epic opening with cool music to let you know about the hedgehog orgy that was to come. Nowadays, it just feels like every game is too cool for school. Oh, look at you, God of War. And I mean, I understand why there's no more game openings because just one second, I'm gonna go watch Netflix. But a series that I always look forward to having intros is Super Smash Brothers. That's right, we're gonna look at all the intros for all the Super Smash games and rate them like that video, the one that everyone liked for some reason. But first, let's take a look at these logos. Is it just me, or are these logos really accurate to the type of games these games are? You know what I mean? Like Smash 64 is this retro, nostalgic look. So 90s. Then we got Melee. Rigid and serious. Brawl's is actually kind of bulky, and I don't know if it's just me, it's kind of cheesy looking. And this one kind of just like Andy Bernard trying to be cool too hard. And now, Ultimate. Back to being rigid and serious. I don't know if I should be worried a little.
But let's talk about the game that started it all. Ryuo, or Dragon King, the fighting game.
Smash 64 did a great job telling you about the game you were about to play. And it even built this narrative that Smash is all about the dream battles us kids could muster up. Or just a man-child who plays with his Nintendo toys still, who could say? But then it rapidly takes you through all the characters in the game, syncing with the music, and really, it's just like an anime opening. Just so cinematic, really selling this crossover idea. And really, the music cues are so good. It goes bam, tone shift, da 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 da. Why? Why do I have to do it all the time? Seriously though, Link, Pikachu, Fox, all with the musical cues from their games. Right to the most epic showdown the 90s can muster up. Mario versus a piece of bubblegum he stepped on. All finishing off with...
Well, I don't know how you could top an intro like that.
How do you make Mario this epic? It's literally the sequel to 64 in every way. While this one was more slapstick, this is an epic. An orchestra of characters clashing, epic battles, crossovers. That's what these two intros did really well. It felt like it was transporting you to another world. But it was just so cool that you see the intro, it's like, oh, do I fight Ridley? No. But that's the magic of Smash. You can make these dream matchups possible. It had these cinematic sequences that up until that point were completely unseen for some characters. I mean, Ness coming through the portal, ice climbers. And the musical cues, the thematic changes, all tying to the cinematics that you're seeing. It is perfect.
Why did they stop doing this? For what reason did you stop announcing the game on the title screen? Like, was there actually like a very calculated choice of this? Because I don't get why it's hard for your announcer to say one four-worded line, but maybe it was just awkward to say, Brawl! Woo! This disappointment would continue forward.
Brawl was the start of, well, it was almost epic if I didn't already see this all already. I mean, it's an interesting start to say the least. I love all the characters on this cliffside looking out into the sunset. It reminds me of this Melee render. It's like, this was everyone's desktop background, who can lie? But then, it's just cutscenes from Subspace Emissary. And it's okay, it just doesn't feel coherent. It's just that these other ones, it felt like... the music, and the cinematic, they were thought about in tandem with the other, but this just feels like a montage. I get it because Subspace Emissary had way too many cutscenes, and that I would choose having all those cutscenes over one cutscene for the intro, so it checks out. It's not horrible, alright? I just miss the cool cinematics.
Well, I guess it's time to move on to Ultimate.
Honestly, the 3DS intro was better than this. Brawl's? It was incoherent. But this one's in a coma. I think some guy named Cloth the Gauze brought it up best. The first clip. Why this particular angle from this trailer? Super Smash Brothers, who's the main character? Oh, of course, Mr. Nintendo, Shulk Xenoblade! And from there, it just continues to disappoint with shots from different angles, different lighting, different compositions, entirely different art styles and trailers. It just doesn't match up. Sure, they did a little showcase of all the new fighters and the third parties, but it just felt so formulaic. You're not making me feel anything here with your baby blue ass box art and your bumpy ass spikes at the end of your logo. If this is the reason you're 0 out of 10, I will happily stand by it. I think maybe because out of all the games, this is the one that I vehemently kept in touch with through all parts of its speculation. So I saw these trailers, I heard this song 1,000,001 times, so when I saw this, I was like, I saw better stuff online by fans.
But we live in 2018. What about Ultimate's intro? Oh yeah, it's not out yet. But, I mean, I could always pirate it online just for this video. I mean, like, I'll buy it, but I could just pirate it online. I mean, what's the problem with that? I could just click on this link and...
Stop right there, pirating scum.
Ah! Throw it in the trash!
Oh, please. I made this place my home. Pretty nice, huh?
Monica, can't you see I'm trying to play Super Smash?
You know pirating games is illegal, right?
90% sure you're a murderer.
What's worse, killing or pirating a children's fighting game?
Never thought of it that way. I don't want to be a Super Smash cheater.
You're just gonna have to wait like everyone else.
Well, if only there was a way to fast forward 3 days into the future.
Wait, hold on, don't do that.
Oh. Wow, the future. Wait, why are there bombs outside? Alright, let's see it.
Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed.
I don't know, I don't think it's that good.
And every soul contains a whisper of light, gleaming faintly as it dwindles from sight. No escape, no greater fate to be made.
I feel like a child again, no hyperbole. Watching this is just so satisfying. Mario, Link, Samus, Kirby? Wait, why are they here? This intro doesn't pull any punches, quite literally. There's fighting going on everywhere in this intro, with all the characters ever. It's all coordinated and cinematic, even though it's all an engine. This intro is perfect. Though, it's not cinematic like Melee. It tries its best to show off all the characters as well as many other parts of the game. Oh my god, Fox is on the Final Destination! It's like the meme! It's the meme!
Yeah, oh. Man, I'd really love to stay, but you know, I'm an asthmatic.
And the panning, the fighting, the... Well, I guess Pikachu's canonically the main character. Kirby, forget it. He's got a frame 3 neutral air. Ooh. But if I had to rate them all, which of these intros was the best? It's still Melee. I mean, come on. It's a cinematic with the music that syncs with it. You can't top it.
But a big part of any Smash opening is the into. Let's smell it with our ears.
Now, since I didn't do this in my menus video, here's my rating of all the themes. 5. You. Maybe it's because I've heard it way too many times and it just wasn't remarkable the first time, so hearing it so many times is just like a rock hitting my windshield. 4. Smash 64. There's a bit of bias because I love the N64 sound card. Probably just nostalgic for those compressed sounds. Ooh. Oh. 3. When I hear this, Snake beating the shit out of Lucas is not the first thing I think of, but it was triumphant. It really set the tone for the adventure mode that you were about to play. Its variations in the different modes were just so fitting. Break the Targets, the online waiting room, and Final Destination. For whatever loosely based term you have for online. When me and my friends played this game and played on Final Destination, we always made it a tradition to do the Final Destination dance. And 2, Melee. I don't know. Its thematic pieces aren't as prevalent as Ultimates. When I first heard Lifelike in the first trailer at E3 this year, Weird that the first trailer came out the year the game came out. But I was instantly hooked to the melody. In every version of this song, it's prevalent in different and unique ways and always hits hard. Although the lyrical version is kind of like a cheesy karaoke cover, but I implore you, listen to all versions of this song, from the Horde battles, Final Destination, the online waiting room training mode. It's so crazy to me that earlier this year, literally 9 months from release, the first time we heard this theme was in the Inkling teaser trailer. It's crazy, but at the time, we were not prepared for the game that was to come.
It's been 9 months since that teaser, and I mean literally like it's been exactly 9 months. Here we are. Smash Bros. Ultimate is in all of your hands. Well, not for me, because I'm still in the future and I have to go back to the past, but I have to work on my review, and you will see it very soon. So, Kat, let's go back to the past.